created the whole universe. The God created the whole universe, and we builders, we are the actually we should complement it, but instead of that, we are the most destructive the elements on this earth. Everybody wanted their house to be unique and different. Okay, and they spend a lot of money on the houses, and each building is completely architecturally, it is completely different. Middle class are scared. They wanted to invest any piece of land, or if they wanted to do anything, if they wanted to buy a property from a builder also, they have a very pathetic experiences in the past. The per capita income of that particular city, it is not just creating a beautiful city and leaving it over there, but you need to have some economic boosters over there. Then only if the per capita income is not increased, their affordability is not increased, then it won't match again.
Welcome to the Bottomline Unplugged. I'm 𝗕𝗫𝗁 Sharma, and today we have a special guest, Lion Dr. Kiron, better known as Lion Kiron, the visionary CEO of Suture India Group and Honorary Consul of Bulgaria for Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. With an impressive academic background, PhD in Urban Planning and Tourism, USA, an MBA from Russia, and diplomas in PR and Computer Science, he is a pioneer who introduced corporate governance to India's real estate sector, growing Suture India from 30 employees in 2005 to over 7,000 associates with projects spanning India and Central Asia. Beyond business, Dr. Kiron is a globetrotter and adventurer, having traveled to both the Arctic and Antarctic, circumnavigated the globe and even skydived many times while also exploring fine living. He's written several industry bestsellers, including 𝗏𝗏𝗁𝗏 and champions a philosophy that a life not lived for others is not a life lived at all. So, welcome, Dr. Kiron. So, Dr. Kiron, you have you're of course a widely recognized person and a youth icon as well. So, tell me, in your initial years, what was the experiences that you had that shaped you as a person and gave you the vision of, to innovate in the real estate sector?
See, I'll tell you, right from my childhood, I don't know how it started, but I wanted to be different. I wanted to be out of the box, with my dressing or my, while going to the school. Even I used to modify even the cycle. The smallest thing I wanted to be different from the, the crowd. Yeah. So even, as I grow, this is changed, and it reflected not only in my hobbies but also in my profession. So that really helped me in real estate, because real estate, if you look at it at 2.5 decades back, it is completely unorganized. Right. The people, non-professionals, they used to enter into this, and whatever that the way they wanted, they used to do. They cheat the people and all. Right. No proper, with the proper education and all. With it's completely like a broker's paradise. Yeah. But especially in the south, it was too much. Okay. But when I entered, I started with a lot of learning. I wanted to show, because the slate is very clean. The board was very open. Yeah. So I picked up some of my friends, and I started writing that SOPs, and picked up something from financial institutions and the other corporate the groups. Absolutely. And created.
You had that drive to also stand out and also create something new, because I remember I've stayed in the south I've spent some time there, and the houses are absolutely beautiful. But the concept of smart cities had definitely, I don't think anybody used to think also on those lines. And now you guys have been doing some great work in that space. So how did that come about?
See, I'll tell you, in the south, if you go to, especially Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, everybody wanted their house to be, unique and different. Yeah. Okay, and they spend a lot of money on the houses. Right. And each building is completely architecturally, it is completely different. And if you go to restaurants, they spend a lot of money on the restaurants, interiors and all, beautification and all. So this is there in the in the blood. It's in the DNA. If you go to the villages also, even the small double-storied building and all. They wanted that their uniqueness.
Absolutely.
You know.
I love the temples also. It's
Temple, yeah.
besides the
True.
main point, but I think even architecturally and even the idols, the way they are made is absolutely beautiful.
I mean, maybe that is one of the idea, I believe. Each temple is different. And each the kingdom and Shalivahana, Shatavahana and Kakatiya, in these dynasties, they have their own architectural code. I mean, they have their own uniqueness in building their the forts and all. Maybe that has given them a kind of an idea, I believe.
Absolutely. Okay, tell me your work with the Suture India Group spanning real estate as well as hospitality now positions you in a very unique space. Now, how do these two sectors converge and, how do you benefit your entire smart city paradigm? How does that benefit from this?
I'll tell you, see, this real estate and the hospitality, you call it as the resorts or it's one. It goes hand in hand from the ages. Right. If you look at any the earlier corporate, the big corporates in their housing colony, they used to have a club and community center. And entertainment.
And going back really long back, maybe the the Tata Steels variety all across, they had this whole idea of integrated living spaces and workspaces, which now you're doing in the smart city.
That's it. It's a then afterwards the people started going out and doing that. But then the gated community, the concepts have come up. Then it is see. Doing a hotel outside and doing a small neat the clubhouse with the swimming pool and all of this gym and other stuff within the community. It is it goes hand in hand. Real estate and hospitality goes hand in hand, in fact. So when I started even the open plots, not only for the houses but when I opened the open plots, we used to promise that we'll give a beautiful clubhouse over there, so that you can build a house and you can use the services of the club
have to go
out. So, but later I realized maintenance is a big challenge. I mean, people may come and people may not come and stay immediately. Then I thought of converting that into clubs into the resorts. So that is how I entered into the resorts part. And my first brainchild, Mount Opera, it's a multi-theme park. It's the first of its kind in Hyderabad. I initiated and that was my brainchild in Hyderabad after Ramoji Film City. It is situated on Hyderabad, the 𝗷𝗂𝗁𝗏 highway. So then after that, in each the gated community, in each project we developed, and some of them I leave it to the gated community, the association, and some I built it in my property and promised them. You can use those services. Then one is the papyrus port with the Egyptian theme resort. One is completely with rocks and the natural elements. It's a Honeyberg. And the other one is like adventure park, adventure park, Madagascar Adventure Deck, and one village theme resort, it's a Kumudapuram. So, and one in Coorg, it's a local, with the theme and all. So these are all hospitality and real estate also. In each project, I never do any project without any concept and theme. I do the projects with a theme. I mean, I picked it up from our ancestors, like the kingdom, the concepts. So they have a theme. I mean, if you go to the Jaipur, it's a pink city,
and it's beautiful because it differentiates each thing. It also gives it an identity. So you do not really get mixed up. And of course, I think it's a feast for the eyes, on the whole, the experience, everything. Yeah. Okay, great. Now, of course, today we are going to talk a lot about future of smart cities. Tell me, what are the most exciting technological innovations that you're looking at within the smart cities right now?
The smart city concept by the central government, actually, they framed it is mostly funded by the central government, and they picked up there are about 100, but they picked up the first the batch. I mean. The logic behind creating these smart cities is beautiful living spaces. The most important thing is that people should have a quality living conditions over there. For that you require a proper infrastructure and sustainable environmental the control over there. That's number two, very very important. And the transport and other infrastructure, and good education and good health condition, health and technologically supporting the smart cities with traffic management and all other stuff. There's another one, and the other one is like the most important thing is the smart cities, the living conditions. I mean, see, the per capita income of that particular city. It is not just creating a beautiful city and living it over there, but you need to have some economic boosters over there. Then only, if the per capita income is not increased, their affordability is not increased, then it won't match again. So you need to have a proper net zero industrial initiatives over there. And tech and service sector should support it. All these things are very important. I mean, this is all put together is a smart city. Okay, I mean,
you can't just think from one point of view. It is not just one developmental idea or project, but an entire integrated thing that goes together. Okay, tell me now, also smart city concept, as you've been telling us, focuses a lot about on sustainability and efficiency as well. Now, how is your Suture India group taking this forward, and what are the best green building practices, renewable energy and efficient resource management? How do you put that into your projects?
I'll tell you, I'm the founder member of IGBC, Indian Green Building the council in Telangana, Hyderabad. I mean, earlier it was combined state of the Andhra Pradesh. See, this is there from the day one. I mean, whenever I do a project, I don't remove even a rock or a plant, a tree, because I have a lot of this thing with the nature. Yeah, I'll see if there is a 15, 20 years or 30 years old tree is there. I'll see that it will not be cut, and the road they're taken in a different direction and all.
And conservation.
Conservation.
And usually we see all of this in smaller homes. Like if somebody is building a bungalow, for example, they have a piece of land, they will not chop down the tree, they will integrate it into, but you don't see it with bigger developments. I think there they just become more, I might be wrong, but they probably become more moolah focused and see कि हाँ ठीक है पेड़ ही तो है हटा दो. Let's continue building. Let's see what goes with the bigger structure rather than working on
Here I wanted
all these
to quote
smaller details.
The Brahma created the whole. I mean, if you go little this thing, he created the whole universe. The God created the whole universe, and we builders. We are the actually we should complement it, but instead of that, we are the most destructive the elements on this earth. We always look at only the numbers, but how difficult it is to grow a plant or create a rock. I mean, how many years, millions of years to form a rock, that is very important. So when you look at my project, see the Tales of Greek. Tales of Greek, it's a Greek the themed apartments project. It's for middle class. We are selling it for 60-65 lakhs double bedroom with very luxury amenities. Okay, and it is India's first platinum rated affordable housing project. We got a certificate also for that. So it is certified by IGBC. It's India's platinum. Platinum is the top line, and India's first. That means we did the captaincy in that particular segment. People have a notion that when you go for a green building, it is going to be an expensive affair, and you need to follow a lot of the things and all. It is not protocols and all. But it is not like that. I mean, once you understand the subject, once you understand the rocks and local material, available material and all, so then
I think that is a very important thing that you've pointed out, that if you look at the locally available building material that is present and you utilize that into your, but not many people do that. Probably, is it not easier or cheaper to work with? What do you think are the things that stop builders from using this?
See, they wanted a very, unique way. They'll bring some plants from other states, and it is very difficult. I mean, it's God created for that.
Pizza everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
We're not looking
that's not good for our
what suits
health.
my state, the weather here, the earth and everything. So like how pizzas kind of raided everything. Similarly, you are saying is happening even in this industry. Yeah. Okay, now developing smart cities in a diverse and rapidly urbanizing country like India presents significant challenges. All of us know that. Now, tell us what are the couple of 2-3 maybe more important hurdles that you face or you've encountered in your projects where you see them, cropping up?
See, we need to make our stakeholders, understand what is this all about. They have a particular the template in their mind. They don't want to accept, sir, wo chalega na. I mean, that is okay na. Then we can go with that. No, but you should, conduct an orientation program for all your stakeholders. He may be a tiles layer to the painter, or right from your architect to your contractors, all the contractors and all, you need to make them understand. So, boss, this is, it helps the project to give more sustainability, and will in the long run this is very good.
Absolutely. While it makes all the logic and sense, is it an industry practice? Usually, I think what you hear is that, everything is decided at the upper level and then it's just kind of communicated down. So as you said, not all these stakeholders are brought into it and, had a discussion with. How do you ensure that?
See, what normally what I do is, it's a informal way of discussion is very important. So in the beginning project, the briefing will be there. Initially when we pick select the people, so it is a lot of resistance will be there, because they may be doing different multiple projects. So they don't want to accept the change. They don't want to go with spending little time and all. But see, they may be supplying some material over there. They wanted to do the same over here. But you need to sit with them, and first, second, third, you need to spend a lot of little time with them to make them understand. No, this is not the way. And when your team, the project engineers, even they require a lot of orientation, because before they're working with you, they might have worked somewhere else. They may come and say,
come with different, ideas, with the fixed, practices that they've experienced earlier. Absolutely. So, okay, tell me, how critical are PPPs, that is public-private partnerships, in the development of successful smart cities in India, and how is Suture India, trying to work towards these collaborations?
See, the PPP is only the option. I mean, normally government, if you look at the government to invest and develop it, it is very difficult. So the partners in progress, the PPP model is nothing but they are the partners in progress. So government will develop the strategy, or they may, Swiss challenge method, they may ask for some concepts from the industry, the leaders, and for whether it is a road infrastructure or electrical or any other sustainable the growth. I mean, like solar system or whatever, wherever the revenue generation, long-term revenue generation is there, the banks are going to be funded, and the public private and public entrepreneurs, they will come forward, and they'll take it up. The payback period of about 7 years or 9 years or 10 years, it will give you back the money, and the government need not to invest anything. They are only the facilitators. They are only the handover that concept or this thing to the private parties. But private parties will take it up, and they'll also grow, and the public also will get benefited out of it. And some of the projects what we are proposing is in the solar side, and also in working with the urban development authorities in developing the eco parks and all, in especially in South India and also in other the countries.
Okay, let's also talk about, you've touched upon the quality of life. Now that is very central and integral to all the smart cities. Now, how do these smart city developments address critical aspects like affordable housing, social infrastructure, healthcare, education, and green spaces?
Affordability, when you call it as an affordability, it is not the lower income or anything. You know, it's a mindset.
Okay.
There is no class like the lower class, upper class. You need to educate the people the first. Okay.
Yeah.
So it is not that, you know, some of the richest people, they don't maintain their own environs properly.
Right.
So it is typically it's a mindset. You need to change the mindset first. Number one, affordable. Is not just you cannot call it as the cheap. The moment you call it as an affordable, actually the cheap word is also it's a you know, when you go to Europe, I wanted to have the cheap is little less cost.
Right.
It
but
is
cheap
not
kind of has a negative connotation.
Negative, yeah.
Affordable, I'm not sure if has a affordability will probably be something which is within my budget maybe. My budget can be anything. So even this might be affordable for me, this might depending upon the space I'm coming from, but cheap of course will come with a negative connotation.
So this the affordability, for that I made a sample project. It's a 2-bedroom. It's only 1,000 square feet. But if you look at the floor plan of that particular apartment or the flat, I mean, it gives you a comfort living. And every third floor, I'm giving a space where people can go and use that particular place. For example, third floor, fifth floor, 8th floor, 10th floor. You know, I'm giving like in a 5-star hotel, so you have the special the club, you know, the facilities on the upper floors. So apart from the club, these places, if you wanted to go and work from home, you wanted to do, or you know, the elder people, they don't want to go to the club, they can go and sit and watch the TV. And you if any guest is coming, you know, you have only 2-bedroom, you don't have to use it. And most of the time, you know, the people are the kids are going abroad and staying over there. Your 3rd bedroom, 4th bedroom are becoming, you know, useless. So for them, this is, you know, your investment is less, but comfortability wise, you are getting the ultimate.
And whenever people come back also, there's enough place to go and hang out outside the house. So it's an extended kind of a structure. Yeah.
See, India lives in, you know, the tier 2 and tier 3 cities. So there, first we need to, you know, educate them, and we need to educate the builders and architects first. So affordability will not cost, I mean, the luxury will not cost you anything, even though you can bring that into the affordable, the section also. It is a number game. It is the planning and designing. It's a most important thing is that.
Correct. Absolutely. Now, your book, Blueprint Blow Up, speaks about challenging norms. So how do smart cities disrupt these traditional real estate models? And also, what advice would you give to developers who are, needing to adapt to this landscape?
So I'll tell you, I penned 3 books on real estate, Blueprint Blow Up and Feet and Yards and 𝗏𝗏 So out of my 9 books, these 3 are related to real estate. So the India, what is the challenging factor in India is the civil litigations. So the upper class, they can afford the lawyers, and they can afford, any litigation they can they face it. The middle class
and
people
for it
are
to
really
continue for long durations of time
also,
that we are famous for.
Yes, we are famous for and ages.
Infamous for.
So, but middle class are scared. I mean, they wanted to invest any piece of land, or if they wanted to do anything, if they wanted to buy a property from a builder also, they have a very pathetic experiences in the past. So.
And you have such projects happening across the country right now. There are people who've invested and the builders have disappeared, or so many stories which are completely out there for people to know. Some are behind bars, some have left the country, so much, and people are hanging and waiting for things to get sorted.
So that is how the RERA came into the existence actually. So now what I suggest is India, the title, one is the land. Then the infrastructure, building. So the title guarantee system should come in. I mean, it should not be in the hands of this state, Actually, it should go and in the control of the central government. To otherwise these politicians and some of the builders, they play around and they wanted some litigation to be there so that they will make more money and all. I mean, the foreign investors, if you wanted to invite more FDIs and FIIs, once this is there, then they cannot come because the corporate governance will not accept. So they wanted the investment to be neat and clean. So when your documents and your records are neat and clean, so one litigation from lower court to the Supreme Court may run into decades. So then they are struck. I mean, they'll not be able to come in. So that is the reason. First thing is your record system. There should be some focus on it. So all the titles should be very clear and neat. Then the control on the infrastructure side.
So let's talk about, you mentioned the other two books also. I would want to touch up upon that. So as an author of the books called Claim Your Time and {PRO: अर्थ शास्त्र}, how do you see human element and sustainability intertwined with the technological developments that come with the smart cities? Do you think that we can lose a soul when we talk about smart cities? Is that a possibility?
Not at all. I mean, smart cities, if you look at, back in 19th century, 18th century, we used to have a beautiful ecosystem. And today also we are discussing about the same system, neat, clean roads. I mean, if you go to any old villages, you have a proper the abadi where you'll have a market over there, and residential places one, and commercial place in one place and all. There's a proper master planning. Number one. Only the adding to it is over a period of time, all the important the tier 2, tier 3 cities have become, because of the real estate property rates are gone up and all, it has become like, left and right center. Yeah,
random building has taken place. There's no planning. Roads are getting into homes. Houses are encroaching the roads. Stuff like that has been happening.
So now the central government has put some conditions. So all the rules and regulations should be very stringent. And if it's mostly NBCC and National Building the Congress, they have created norms. Every urban development authority, they need to follow that particular. It's like a Bible, or it's like a Gita for all the urban development
and
authorities.
a must follow.
It must follow.
Yes. So more than probably the Bible and the Gita. Great. Okay, looking ahead, what is your ultimate vision for India's urban landscape in the coming 10 to 15 years, particularly from the perspective of smart cities?
So I'll tell you now, the contribution to the Indian economy is about 78%. Indian economy, real estate sector. And we are the second largest employment generators. And that we realized when Corona, at the time of Corona, all the building labor, migrated. From one city to the Uttarakhand, Jharkhand, Bihar, and Orissa and other places. If you look at it, crores and crores of people, they started walking on the roads to reach their places and all. So this is very, very promising and employment generating industry. And now it's almost $500 billion dollars contribution is there to the Indian economy. So way forward in 2030, we are expecting this 7 to 8% the contribution level to the 15%. It's almost double in the next 5 to 6 years. And by 2047, it is expected to be about 18 to 19%.
Fantastic. That's like a great rate of growth.
So now it is just started changing. I mean, the smart cities initiatives or the new urban the development, or the service increasing the new initiatives in the service sector and other sectors. It is really giving a boost to the real estate. The real estate means it is not just residential and commercial. A lot of other the logistics comes into that, and many again in commercial tech side and commercial mall side, commercial spaces side and all. But you can foresee the next 10 to 15 years. It's a huge contribution will be there from the Indian real estate sector.
Great. On this, what kind of a legacy do you want to leave as far as contribution to this space is concerned, to this entire transformation which we are talking about?
So there are two things. So see, especially in the middle segment, affordable segment. Affordable segment, we wanted to do as many experiments as we can, and we wanted to become a torchbearer. We wanted to become, take that captaincy role in that particular segment. So it is just, people should not lose that, the opportunities of getting more facilities in a gated communities or in a real estate sector, whether it is a level development to the apartments or villas, affordable villas. So we wanted to do as much as, what do you call that, the experiments or innovation into that, bringing that the smart technology like home automation to the building material experiments and all, and not only that, but we wanted to, the Suture India is now working out on the real tech company, the technology company. It is Google and Amazon of real estate wanted to create. I mean, by sitting in one place, they can imagine everything and they can complete everything. So if you have a tab, you can you'll be rest assured either legal wise, civil, execution, permissions, everything will be taken care. So we are working out on the technology. If that is successful, then India is going to present a beautiful tech the company to the world. I mean, that we are working out on it.
That is so good, and thank you so much for joining us today, and it's been a pleasure for us. So we are very thankful to Dr. Kiron for sharing his extraordinary journey from humble beginnings in Warangal to mastering global real estate governance, adventure and literature. His story reminds us that innovation, compassion and a bold spirit can truly redefine success. Once again, our gratitude for his time and insights, and wishing him continued success with Suture India's transformative projects such as the Tales of Greek and 𝗙𝗂𝗁𝗍 and in his philanthropic efforts through Suture India Foundation. To our viewers, stay tuned and stay inspired.